You don't need complicated grammar to speak correct English. You just need to understand a few small words the right way. So tell me, are you still confused between have, has, and had, even after learning them many times? Hello, my dear English learners. Welcome back to Fluent Core English. I'm Gwen, and today we are starting something special together. Today, I want to walk with you gently, patiently, and confidently through three very powerful words: has, have, and had. These are small words, but they carry a big responsibility in your sentences. And if you truly understand them, your English will immediately start sounding more natural, more fluent, and more confident. Learning is not about perfection. It is about progress. So do not rush. Stay with me. Feel every sentence. Repeat it in your heart. Let's start with something very simple. When we say have, has, or had, we are usually talking about possession, experience, or actions connected to time. Now listen carefully. Have and has belong to the present. Had belongs to the past. Let me make it even easier for you. We use have with I, you, we, and they. We use has with he, she, and it. We use had with everyone, but only when we are talking about the past. Quick check. Is this making sense so far? Tell me in the comments, yes or no. Now, don't try to memorize this like a rule. Instead, feel it through examples. I have a book. You have a pen. We have a dream. They have a car. Now, notice how natural that sounds. Now, change the subject. He has a book. She has a pen. It has a colour. Can you feel the difference? When the subject becomes singular like he or she, we shift from have to has. Now let's step into the past. I had a book. You had a pen. He had a car. They had a house. Did you notice something beautiful? Had does not change. It stays the same for everyone. This makes your life easier. Now let's go deeper because learning English is not just about knowing rules. It is about living the language. Imagine your daily life. I have breakfast at 8 a.m. She has breakfast at 8 a.m. Simple, right? Now, yesterday I had breakfast at 8 a.m. She had breakfast at 8 a.m. Now, you are speaking about time, present, and past. Pause for a second. Are you following this part clearly? Comment clear or confused. I'm reading your answers. Let's build confidence with small sentences because small sentences create big clarity. I have a friend. I have time. I have work. I have hope. He has a job. She has a smile. He has courage. She has patience. Now in the past, I had a problem. She had a dream. He had a chance. They had a plan. When you repeat these sentences slowly, something powerful happens. Your brain starts recognizing patterns. And once you recognize patterns, speaking becomes easier. Now let's talk about experiences. I have seen this movie. She has visited Louvre. They have completed their work. These sentences are not just about now. They are about life experience. When you say, I have seen, it means at some point in your life you saw it. The exact time is not important. Now go to the past. I had seen that movie before you told me. She had finished her work before the meeting started. Here had shows that one action happened before another action in the past. Don't worry if this feels heavy. Let it sink slowly. Now I want you to imagine a simple conversation in your daily life. I have a question. Do you have time? She has an idea. We have a meeting today. Now shift it to yesterday. I had a question. Did you have time? She had an idea. We had a meeting yesterday. See how beautifully it flows. Now let's build your speaking confidence. Say these sentences out loud. I have a mobile phone. I have a family. I have a goal. He has a bike. She has a beautiful voice. It has a strong smell. Now past. I had a mobile phone. I had a good day. I had a chance to speak. He had a problem. She had a test. They had a party. The more you repeat, the more natural it becomes. Quick check. Are you understanding this practice clearly? Tell me in the comments, yes or no. Now let's go a little deeper into feelings and emotions. I have happiness in my life. She has confidence. He has fear. They have hope. Now the past. I had fear before speaking. She had doubt in her mind. He had pain in his heart. These sentences are not just grammar. They are life. Now listen carefully. Many learners make a mistake here. They mix has and have. They say, he have a car. But the correct sentence is, he has a car. So always remember, he, she, it, has. Now let's practice more. I have a plan. You have a chance. We have a future. They have energy. He has a plan. She has a chance. It has a purpose. Now the past version. I had a plan. You had a chance. We had a future. They had energy. Everything becomes had. Now let's talk about questions. Do you have a pen? Do they have time? Does he have a car? Does she have a phone? Notice something. When we use does, we go back to have, not does he has. Correct. Does he have? Now, past questions. Did you have a good day? Did she have a meeting? Did they have food? Everything becomes did plus have. Now, I want you to feel confidence building inside you. Let's create short daily use sentences. I have work. I have money. I have time. I have a problem. She has work. He has money. She has time. He has a problem. Now yesterday. I had work. I had money. I had time. I had a problem. See how simple English can be. Tell me honestly, are you feeling more confident now? Comment yes if you are improving. I want to see your progress. Now let's bring some real-life expressions. I have finished my homework. She has completed her task. They have arrived. These are very common in daily English. Now past perfect. I had finished my homework before dinner. She had completed her task before leaving. Now don't try to master everything in one day. Remember, progress takes time, and patience is your greatest strength. Now I want to give you a powerful exercise. Look around you and make sentences. I have a chair. I have a table. I have a book. Now talk about someone else. He has a laptop. She has a bag. Now think about yesterday. I had tea in the morning. I had a conversation with my friend. I had a good experience. This is how you build fluency, not by memorizing long rules, but by repeating small, meaningful sentences. Now let's go into speaking practice. Repeat in your mind. I have a dream. She has a dream. They have dreams. I had a dream yesterday. Again. I have confidence. She has confidence. We have confidence. I had confidence during my exam. Now, something very important. These words are not just grammar tools. They help you express your life. When you say, I have a dream, you are expressing your purpose. When you say, I had a hard day, you are sharing your story. Language is emotion. Language is connection. So don't be afraid of mistakes. Even if you say, he have a car, it's okay. You are learning. Slowly correct it. He has a car. That is growth. Now let's build a small story. I have a friend. He has a kind heart. We have a strong bond. Yesterday we had a long conversation. He had a problem, and I had time to listen. See? You just created a story using have, has, and had. Now, one last powerful practice. Speak about your life. I have a family. I have responsibilities. I have goals. My father has wisdom. My mother has love. My friend has support. Yesterday, I had challenges. I had lessons. I had growth. This is how you turn grammar into real life. And slowly, without even realizing it, your English starts becoming natural. So remember, don't chase perfection. Practice daily. Speak small sentences. Repeat them. Feel them. And one day, you will look back and realize you don't struggle anymore. You speak. You express. You connect. And that is the true purpose of learning English. If you practiced with me today, tell me in the comments. What did you learn today? And also tell me, how did you feel after this lesson? If this video helped you, make sure to like the video and subscribe to Fluent Core English, so I can bring more simple, powerful English lessons for you. If you really want to learn English, stay connected with this journey. This is Gwen. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.